What's up, guys? It's Codemaster here, and I'm back with another great video. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a level selector scene. And in this scene, we'll be able to select whatever levels we want to play. And this is a part of the ball rolling series, if I didn't mention that at all. And let's get started. So, right now, what we're going to want to do is create a new scene. So, in our assets, right click, create scene, and we can call this, we'll call this level selector, and I've just been noticing we have a lot of scenes, so we can just call this scenes folder that we're going to be creating, and drag and drop them into the scenes folder, and after they've been dropped in, we can open up into our scenes and Control S just in case our scene, and then open up our level selector scene. And in this, we can right click, create a UI panel at first, and we can change this panel color to black because that's our theme that we're going to be going with our UI. It's going to be black and white. And in our panel at the top, actually click on our panel, we can drag it down a little bit. We can make it to 68.5, slow that down, and now click on our canvas and switch it to what was I gonna say? I was gonna say switch it to, oh yeah, we're gonna add a component to the panel actually, and it's gonna be on layout, and we can press grid layout component or grid layout group, my bad. And now, when we create a UI button, so if we create a button, and which is out of position because well, actually, I'm not too sure why it is out of position. So if I check on here, the padding's at nothing. Start corner. Okay, never mind. If we create a bunch of buttons, there you go. It just had to fall into place. For some reason it was out of place. And now, what we need to do is on this button. But yeah, if you guys duplicate this button a bunch of times, it'll just fall into place because we put the grid layout group. We can delete all those buttons we just made though. And we can call this button, oops, my voice is cracked there, level 1. And you don't need the slash after. And now inside this, our text can just say 1, and our text could be like 50 or 100. No, that won't fit. 75, or actually just click on best fit, and it'll make it as big as it needs to be. And I'm gonna change the text to completely 100% black. And now in this, we can go into our scripts, and in our, well, actually, let's quickly create a UI button. No, actually, create empty, which is a button manager. What I was looking for, button. We can just say button manager. There you go. We can reset its positions. Drag on our button script, and there you go. Now we can open up our button script, and when we do this, we will be creating a new public void, and this void will be called level 1. So you guys can just create a level 1 void, and inside of that level 1 void, we'll just be saying scene manager.load scene bracket parentheses or apostrophes, and then we can say level 1, the scene. So even though we don't have the scene called level 1, but we will make it public void level 001. Actually, just 01, because we might be making more than 10 levels. But I don't think I'll be making more than 100. So scene manager dot load scene, and then bracket apostrophes, and we can say level 1. There you go. Simple as that. And now inside of our Unity here, wait for it to recompile. And once it recompiles, we can click on button manager and our button script. And we can say on the level 1, we can add on the on-click function, drag in button manager, and click level 1. There's level 01, my bad. And in our scenes, we can right-click, create new scene called level 1, level 01, haha, because that's what we need to do. And in our file build settings, we gotta drag in the level selector, then level 1, and then Control S to save our scene. And now let's start editing level 1. Actually, before we do that, in our panel, we can duplicate, and then inside our panel, delete the button because we don't need it. And this panel right here will be way at the top, and there'll be a little gap in between it, as you see in the game view. And we can make this panel, the color, we'll just make it white, and then we can rename this panel to title. There you go. Right click, UI, but actually text. And in the text is going to say level selector. And we can scale it bigger. And when we scale it bigger, actually, it won't let me scale it. So we're going to create the text size to be like 50. And it should be letting me to scale it because I need to. Just let me refresh it. Okay, no, it is not letting me rescale it. And that is because it is inside the panel, so we can just take it outside of the panel and put it into our canvas. Now when we do this, we can reposition it to 0 and 0. And that's where it's going to stay, so we can just actually... Oh, its positions are in the top left corner, so actually we can put it in the top and then drag it back into title, because that's what we need to do. And now when it's in there, we should be able to drag it big. Okay, no, we can still not drag it bigger. So in canvas, it's going to be anchored in the top center. There you go. And we'll just drag it as big as the top panel. And since it's as big as that, our text will be in the center. So I'm going to drag this higher so it's in the very center. And we can change that color to completely 100% black. And we will make it on font style. We'll make it bold just to make it look cool. And there you go. So let's start working on level 1. So in level 1, we're going to want to actually come into our scene 1 view. And here it is. Control C. And I'm in Control S. Whoops. But scene 1 could actually be our level 1, so we can rename that to level 1, level 01. And, okay, it didn't get renamed for some reason, level 01. Okay, well, go into our build settings, and where it says scene 1, delete, and then change it to level 01. Okay, so it's still not working because, well, actually, I'm not too sure why, but if I try one last time. Oh, well, that's because there's something already called level 01, so I could just call this level 0 just to get it out of the way, and then rename this to level 01. There you go, and we can just delete level 0. Delete that. And in our file build settings, we do have to put in level 01 and Control S and clear out our console. Okay, so whoopsie daisy. There you go. So we already have level 1. But what we need to do in level 1 is come into our walls. And actually, I'm not going to do it this episode, because this episode is getting pretty long, past 10 minutes. But in next episode, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make an invisible collider, or not an invisible collider, when you win for like about 3 to 5 seconds. I'm not too sure which I'm going to do, like 3 or 5. Once it shows the win text saying you win, it'll move you to the next level. And Or it might move you into a scene that says you completed it. Would you like to go on the next level? I don't know which one I'm going to do again. But anyways, that's what we're going to be doing next level. So make sure you save the scene and come into your script and Control S. And when I said scene-manager.load scene, it should be level 01. Whoops, no dash. Control S, save that. And Control S on your scene. And that's it for this video, guys. If you liked, please like and subscribe. And see you guys next time.